Hello again. We're going to be generating a equipment schedule now. And to start doing that, we'll go to our Analyze tab and create a schedule. The schedule can cover any sort of family, from system families like ceilings and walls, to component families like the ones that we're using, which are specialty equipment. I'm going to name this the kitchen equipment schedule, and it's going to be new construction. Press OK, and here I'm going to be assigning different parameters that these families have to show up in the schedule. And these are all the different parameters in the family. Some of them are FCSI parameters like cold water flow. Others are system parameters that come in with the family like type mark or URL. We'll keep it simple and we'll just make this a mark manufacturer model, and we'll put in description. And those should be enough fields to give us an idea of what we're dealing with. We won't filter anything out at this point, and we will sort by mark, even though none of the equipment in here has a mark number assigned to it. Formatting's okay, and appearance is okay as well. So we now have a schedule for us, and you can see on the project browser that I'm in the kitchen equipment schedule. That's the bold element right here that you see. And if I minimize this schedule and then tile the windows, I'm able to select different items on the schedule, and if you look closer you can see that the item that I select turns red in the view. So right now I have the chef's counter selected, the entire chef's counter turned red. I highlighted a Delafield item, and it's the smaller megatop and the larger megatop. Two items that you did not see me import but that came in with the chef's counter are the lever waist and the mounted faucet. These will not be showing up on this equipment schedule, but that's just our way of organizing these things. If you had wanted them there, they could be. Right now I'm going to assign a mark number to each of these items. Since these are components of the chef's counter, I'll be assigning or appending a 1 or 2 to those numbers, to those models. And now each of these items has a mark. Now that doesn't really help us when we're looking at this in plan view and there's no tags to tell you that this is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3. So the next thing we're going to do is bring in some tags, and you can do that by going to the annotate button and then hitting tag by category. But at present we don't have any tags loaded, so I'm going to load some tags that we have here at CK Planners use. These are all tailored to tags only specialty equipment items. And this tag, actually all 3 of these, are tied to the mark parameter. That is to say that these tags will take and display whatever data the mark parameter contains. So the mark parameter contains 1, 2, and 3, and when I tag these items, I'll get a 1, 2, or a 3. The wrong tag has been selected. It's using a plumbing tag, so I'm going to change that to a mark tag. And I got to this screen by pressing this button up here, the tags button. And I want a leader to come in, but I want to have control over that leader. So in this way I can tag these items. If I would rather just have the leader come in automatically, when I just click, I can set it to an attached end. But we find that it's easier to simply click twice. When you use the attached end, sometimes it won't come in right on the center, which causes problems, and you end up having to change it to freehand in the long run, which wastes time. So now we have our basic equipment laid out. And what's really cool about Revit, again, is the BIM effect, where a change in one place causes a change in another. So if I were to change on this view this number here to 5, we see that on the schedule that number is changed. And this is great because while you're still able to err, you're less likely to err or have contrary data. I couldn't have a 5 tagging this item, tagging this 27-inch foot megatop. I'm sorry, 27-inch megatop, and have a number 4, anything but a 5, display in this field. I'm going to set that back to 2 though, so our schedule makes sense. And I'm going to filter the schedule so we don't see these items, although they could appear if we wanted them to. Anyway, to demonstrate how our filter looks, I'll select the schedule and go to the Properties dialog. I'm going to hit Filter. I'm going to filter by manufacturer, and we only want to have items that say Delfield to appear on the schedule. And if I press OK, now only items that say Delfield and manufacturer and our specialty equipment families will appear on the schedule. The next video we go into will be detailing the rough-ins and how they are generated. That is, a electrical rough-in and a plumbing rough-in, and also how the schedules are generated for those.